This is the Spectacular Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, and Rhino figures. Dr. Octopus is part of the Spider-Charged wave. It came with a spider figure. This is, I believe, a semblance of the Black Widow spider with a huge abdomen. And the Rhino is part of the first wave of the Spider-Man villains. Figures. I'm doing both of them together because they're basically simple figures, and it didn't make sense to do separate videos for them. So they come separately. If you're in Manila, both of them are out on clearance. If you can still find them on retail, they're on clearance. Okay, let's begin with the Rhino. The Rhino, one of the most boring villains that I've ever seen on the Spider-Man series. Really, just, you know, he's really just a huge guy with a Rhino suit, a bit like the Hulk in some ways, but really just I just find the character very boring. He is a human rhino. The figure is very massive. It's all solid plastic, so you're really getting your money's worth. The arms just go forward and backward, and the elbows are on a ball hinge plus a forearm swivel. So very articulated set of arms. The torso goes forward and backward, makes sort of like an ab crunch. The neck goes up and down and can rotate 360. That's about it. For the legs, it has a hinge knee, thigh swivel, and oddly enough, I initially thought it was a quality issue, but I'm guessing now it's looking more like a cost-cutting measure. The right hip is on a swivel. It's on a swivel. Oh, it's a ball hinge joint, I should say. So it can, if you rotate it, it can go up and down or in and out sidewards, but it's the Marvel Legends ball hinge hip. The left hip, on the other hand, is just a ball joint. It's not even a ball joint. It's just, it doesn't go forward or backward or sideways. I've tried to pry the legs open. As you can see, this one is hollow. This one is a ball hinge joint. So all this thing does is rotate the leg, the thigh swivel. And only, I guess this figure, only his right leg can actually step forward. Or step outward, I should say. Yeah, it's only the right leg that can step forward. The other leg is stationary and can just rotate. So big cost-cutting measure there by Hasbro, which I'm not entirely pleased with. But the Rhino is still a good sculpt, and I'm really just, I can forgive Hasbro for that cheating or cost-cutting device that they just did right there. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. We've seen so many design decisions by Hasbro, but this is really not one of my favorites. That hip, but nevertheless, it's still a wonderful sculpt, and the only reason I bought it is because it was out on clearance, and you know, I thought I was getting my money's worth. So there. Just put it this way. There. Okay, on to Doc Ock, or Dr. Octopus. Now, Dr. Octopus, this is not the first version Dr. Octopus. The first version it came without a cape and had a goofy looking head sculpt with goggles in him. I didn't really get it. So I passed up on that and decided to go, even if it was on clearance, I decided to get this one because of the mass, the bulk that this one has, and I really liked Dr. Octopus with a jacket. So let me put the spider away on the side. As you would expect, he would come with arms for 2 pairs of arms, or four arms, individual arms. They are fitted with a wire. I don't know, there's a wire molded inside of them, so each of the arms is independently flexible. You could pose it any which way you want, which is very nice. It's a wonderful touch, and essentially that's really why you're buying this figure. Apart from the massive figure sculpt. The head is on a ball joint, no torso articulation. The legs are on swivel joints that just go like that. They don't really do much. I don't even know why they even added that articulation. The arms go forward and backward, albeit hindered by the jacket, and the elbows are on a cut hinge, which is the last time I've seen this was way back in the prequel movie figures of Star Wars, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, and Revenge of the Sith. I don't know if they were cutting costs in this one, but I don't get it with him just doing this. It's like all he can do is a hip hop dance, or I don't know. Yo, what's up, man? I don't get this figure. Why did they even put that hinge? I mean, if they should have just kept it solid if they wanted to keep it solid, but you know, they probably wanted to make you like, duh, Spider-Man. I'm Dr. Octopus. I'm sorry, folks. It was just, you know, make a decent figure, put it decent articulation, Hasbro. So there you go. But again, if you see them on retail and in your Manila, they're on clearance. If you can still find them, they're definitely worth the 45%, 50% off markdown on the figures. But on regular price, I wouldn't get them. But for the amount of money I paid for them, the amount of plastic I got, definitely worth it. And you know, these are not too bad of villains. Just one very boring one very madly insane, interesting one. So there you go, the spectacular Spider-Man 6-inch villains of Dr. Octopus, the spider-charged Dr. Octopus, and Rhino. Thanks for watching.